2020 has just been a year after, like a year that has thrown everything at me. And I'm just trying to be strong and figure it out. But if you see the title, you know that our baby has been diagnosed with apraxia of speech, childhood apraxia. I've seen and read so many different names for it, but I guess CAS is the most common one that I've seen, childhood apraxia. I'm not gonna cry in this video.
It's okay to show a little emotion if you have to. So the purpose of this is to kind of bring some awareness to the condition and the situation that us and many other parents may be facing. Because while childhood apraxia of speech is a fairly uncommon speech disorder, speech disorders overall, are very common. And there may be other parents out there with children with childhood apraxia of speech that are looking for information and are kind of looking for references to help guide them or to, just to relate to.
Yeah, so when we first got the diagnosis, I would look on YouTube or look on the web just trying to find, because my fear is not that he has it. My fear is that since I'm in education, I know how evil kids can be, and I'm scared for his future. I just want to protect my baby as much as I can, and I know once he gets older, I can't protect him from everything. But when I started looking online, I was looking to see like the progression of a child. Like, give me one child, let me see how he was at 3, let me see how he was a year from there, let me see how he was a year from there. And I couldn't find that. Like, I would see different videos and it wouldn't show me how well, like when they were, like the progression of it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we went back and forth trying to figure out, should we put this on YouTube, should we not? But at the end of the day, I think God put us in this platform to help somebody, and if we can do that, we're going to do that. So we're going to show DJ, and it's a vulnerable place to be in, but we're going to show how he's going to progress, because he will. We have a strong little baby, a smart little baby that is going to make it through anything. So that's just what we want to do. This video is not going to be long. We just wanted to put that out there, that on this channel you will start seeing more videos of apraxia of speech and seeing how our baby is progressing and doing much better. So I don't know, I guess, did you give a little insight of what it is?
So childhood apraxia of speech is basically a speech disorder where children have difficulty making the correct sounds in order to speak properly. There are different levels of childhood apraxia, ranging from very mild to very severe. Our son has a mild case of apraxia. However, what it means is that the brain kind of just has difficulty planning what mouth movements, tongue movements to make in order to speak. The way you and I and everybody else speaks naturally without having to think about, how do I move my mouth to say this word? Those children sometimes struggle with it. Now, there are several words that they can say and phrases that they can use that come automatically and that come naturally and easily, but there are some that are difficult to say. I remember DJ's speech language pathologist put it to me in a pretty good way. She kind of told me to look at it, especially with the mild case like he has, as kind of like having something like on the tip of your tongue. Yeah. If you see somebody, or if you thinking about an object and you know what it's called, or you see that person, you know their name, you just can't get it out. And sometimes it may help if you give the first part of that name or the first letter of that word, to help it along a little bit, but you just have trouble getting it out. So that's kind of where our son is at, and where many kids with apraxia are. Our son is very intelligent. As she and I both are, he has two highly educated educators as parents, and so he knows exactly how to comprehend whatever we're telling him, and he knows exactly what he wants to say, and he can try to say it. Sometimes it just doesn't come out as clearly as it should. So that's where we're at.
Yeah. And we're still learning what a childhood apraxia is. Like, we just got the diagnosis maybe 2 weeks ago. So we're still trying to figure out what it is. But like you said, basically it's your brain, it has the message, but when it translates to the mouth, it just doesn't come out the way you want it to come out, basically. So we're going to try to find different tricks and tips, and that'll be another video where we're giving the tips that we're learning, that we've researched and found, of how to help and benefit DJ to where he'll be able to speak normally, because our goal is to, when he starts school, no one would ever know that he has apraxia. And that's what it will be.
So to all y'all parents out there with speech disorders, just know y'all not the only ones, and everything's gonna work out. When it comes to me and mine, I'm the eternal optimist. I know I'm gonna do whatever it takes and sacrifice whatever financial, social, physical, any kind of resources we can use to help make it happen, and we're gonna do that. So we just want to bring y'all on the journey a little bit to give y'all some reassurance that a speech disorder doesn't mean that your kid can't live an amazing life, because ours definitely will.
And just to give a little backstory, how this all came about. Since DJ was a baby, he really didn't, like, the baby's cool and like say
Baby
different,
talk.
like, yeah, the baby talk. He really didn't do that as much as, I guess, a normal baby would. So I guess in December we decided to get him speech therapy, just to help him with his speech delay, and then within that speech therapy, his therapist suggested that we get him tested for apraxia, which we recently did, and he did get diagnosed. Like what Devin said, it's a very, very mild case. So if you are seeing things in your child, you feel like it's something going on, just go get it tested. That's the best thing to do. Just get ahead of it before it gets worse, because if you catch it early, they have a better chance of having that normal, I guess, speech than if you just because that was me sometimes. I'm like, no, he's fine, he's just 2, he'll he's gonna get it, it's gonna come. But I'd rather be safe than sorry and just give him that extra help that he needs, than just brushing it off and hurting him in the long run. So my thing is, if you're seeing something in your child that you think you should get checked out, check it out.
I think us looking at it from a teacher's perspective kind of helped a little bit, because in the classroom we've seen children that may not necessarily have the strongest speech or language skills. And I can tell students that I've taught, this kid might be smart, but I can tell by the way he's talking, he may have some speech disorder that was never addressed. So, it's important to pay close attention to your kids, y'all. I mean, I know many of us do, but we like to kind of sweep things under the rug, or think that nothing's wrong with our child, everything's going to be okay. And it's okay to think that your child is perfectly normal, because DJ is perfectly normal, but he just struggles in some areas. So, you gotta get your kids whatever they need as early as possible.
Yeah. So that's about it. DJ is in speech therapy twice a week, and we're gonna do whatever it takes. So stay tuned. Stay on this journey with us. I know it started off as like our wedding journey, and that it just switched over to our life journey. So just stay with us. We appreciate the support that we have been getting, and until next time, it's him and I.
Aquim and I.
Aquim and I.
See ya.